This is who will be watching my speech. That's my grandma Val, who I will be honoring. Alrighty. Let's make sure. I will be honoring Val Hohn. When I was a little girl, I had many people I looked up to, so that maybe someday I would transform into them, or better yet, become an even better version of them. For a role model, I looked for many different factors. The factors that stood out to me was that they were always staying positive towards me, no matter what the situation was. My role model would always have my back. They would push me to be the best that I can be every day. No matter where I stand, I can always do better. This helped shape me to become a person that I have always strived to be. For all these things, there is just one face that fits that part, and that is Val Hohn, my grandma. Some may think that all grandmas are special in their own way, but for me, I know I have the best support behind me. Ever since I was in the second grade, my grandma has taken me to school. And to some, they may think this was because I lived in the country and the bus couldn't reach me, but in all reality, I lived right across the street from the school. Every day at 7:45 a.m., she would pick me up at my house and drive around a few blocks. Knowing if something was on my mind was her specialty, because I would always say, "Take the long way around today, Grandma," instead of impatiently wanting to get to school. This has shown me that ever since I was a young girl, I have had many leading posts to get me past those long days. She would never turn me away. Better yet, she would encourage me to say my opinion to others, to simply express my voice. She has truly shown me that my voice matters in this world, and I should never be afraid for it to be heard. To be selfless is hard for most people, and we rarely find it in this world. My grandma is the complete opposite when it comes to being selfless. She is willing to put others first before herself. Even if she doesn't know the person, she would rather put time into them way before herself. This is how my grandma has always been, and this is what inspires me to be like her the most. She has never turned anyone away, even though in some cases it could be the easiest route. But to her, that isn't what matters. What matters is that she is helping someone in need. I cannot remember a time where my grandma ever turned me away when I needed her the most. Even if I didn't need her, she would still be wanting to help me out in some way. This has shown me that even in my darkest days, some may have it worse, and I should be there as a helping hand, just as my grandma would be. Going through high school, I was involved in many different sports and activities, whether they were sports or academic events. There was always a familiar face in the stands. My grandma was at every one of my sporting events. Even though she did have 5 grandchildren, and even if 2 were in the same day, she would certainly do her best to get to everyone's games. I never told her, but I knew she was my good luck charm. When Grandma was in the stands, I felt a very special vibe, which made me want to do my best and never disappoint her. She tries her best at everything and expects the same out of her grandchildren, no matter what they are doing. As one of her grandchildren, I think it's safe to say that we are lucky to have someone in our lives that would push us this far and never give up on us. Graduating high school and moving 5 hours away from her has been the biggest struggle of all. But knowing my grandma is one call away makes it easier. Instead of her taking me to class every day in a car, she talks to me while I walk to class every day. I have learned many things from my grandma over the years, and I am lucky to say that if I grow up to be half the woman she is now, I would be living a very successful